Hello and welcome to the Legacy Crusaders YouTube channel. This is Benji, and today I'm joined by Jordan. Say what up.
How's it going?
You know, this feels weird because my brother's name is Jordan. So Jordan I know from Sir Eminon's recent 5K tournament. We had one for his 5,000 subscriber celebration, and Jordan finished in second place with Invoke Dogmatica. So I was asking around in your server if you want to plug that real quick.
Yes, sir. I am a member of Team Rogue Tier Boys. Shout out to them. And specifically shout out to our member Gavin, who actually taught me Salad and got me better at the game through playing it.
So Salad's one of the decks you play, although it isn't your current deck, but you do play it, you have an idea of what we're doing. So if someone's not familiar with this series, what we do is someone provides a deck list and then tells me how to play out a few games on Yugioh Pro so we can practice the decision-making process during the games. I'm in control of the cards, so Jordan's role is to tell me what to do. I will ask the questions you, the audience, might have. I also will be purposely asking questions I know the answer to just because it might be productive to discussion. Otherwise, we're just going to play a few matches on Yugioh Pro. We'll do a quick card by card, and then we'll discuss anything that came up or didn't come up after those matches. So we have triple Nib, triple Parallel Exceed, double Jack Jaguar, one Foul, triple Debug, one Falco, one Gazelle, two Spinny, one Foxy, triple Ash, one Ibly, triple Tactical Talents, triple Potted Desires, triple Signet Mining, one Upstart Goblin, one Salamangreat Circle, two Will of the Salamangreat, one Salamangreat Sanctuary, triple Infinite Impermanence, double Rage, one Roar. In the extra, we got one Baguska, Plan B. One Abyss Dweller, one Access Code Talker, two Heat Leo, one Transcode, one Update Jammer, one Hita, triple Sunlight Wolf, one Splash Mage, triple Balinx. In the side we have one Pankratops, triple Lancia, double Lightning Storm, Feather Duster, double Cosmic, triple Forbidden Droplet, and triple really expensive trap card, Ice Dragon's Prison. Like $30 now after that LCS 9.
Absolutely.
Any strange things about this build that's worth mentioning? Because, I mean, Salad hasn't been being played lately, so I'm sure all builds are strange and just existing. But what's interesting here?
So a couple things. Of course, the very light one off top is 3 Nib in main. A lot of people like to side it. A lot of people like to main it. I think that one's kind of up in the air, but a lot of decks right now, especially after Link Cross being gone, you hit Dragon Link with it at the right spot. You hit Infernoble with it at the right spot. It's very good. One Foxy. A lot of people are seem to be in contention about this. Some lists are actually cutting it entirely, as I've heard. I don't agree with that. I think it's a great extender. However, I think you only really need to play it at 1. You can get it pretty much at any point, and if you dump it, it's also an extension off Gazelle. So that's always really nice. You can search off a circle. Silent Mining, there's a lot of options.
It's nice to have all the cards that special summon, at least at 1 copy.
Yeah, absolutely. You can play, 3 Jag, 1 Jag, 3 Spinny, 1, I don't know if I'd play 1 Spinny. I mean, the extenders are extenders, you want to keep within, Gavin and I like to play by a 5 normal summon roll 1 or deck building just to kind of build it a little bit more linear. The one Ibly is very interesting. New builds are playing it because it stops Nib because you can only summon or special summon Link monsters if it's on your field. You give it to them via Balinx and then you search the field spell and then you can't be Gammaed, you can't be Impermed, you can't be Nibbed. It's a very, very, very good card, especially in this build. And some people are playing it combo decks just because if you're playing like a combo pile, I was testing with 2 of the guys in Rogue Tier the other day, and we said if you throw that out and you can make any kind of tuner extension with the Balinx, you can just go straight forward into making Hulk, and then you're good to go. So it's a very fun card, and in Salad you can search it with Signet Mining, pretty standard.
I think we were talking about using it to lock Virtual World out of the extra deck.
Yes, because they do not play Link monsters. So if you toss it on them, they look at you and they say, "Oh, I can normal summon, but I cannot special summon."
Yeah, I was kind of doing something similar with Inspector Border. But they do play An out. I think the Qinglong can potentially get put on field by the spell card, then they can negate it. So they do have some outs, but I like it for this, though. Yeah. And you can prevent them from crashing it, I think.
Yes, you can also prevent them from crashing via the field spell second effect, because if they go to crash into any of your Link monsters, you just tell them no by making its attack 0. So the last and final thing being triple tactical talents, or in this case, I like the way that Benji put it as double tactical talents. Some people, this is in, again, contention for deck building. I don't like running 2 elves. However, sometimes you draw into it and it's dead. A lot of people are playing around it this format because it is a very good card. So sometimes you can catch people with it. I've also heard Virtual World players and other VFD Turbo players are basically shotgunning the VFD and standby so that they play around the triple tactical town. So you draw it, it's a dead card in hand. It's one lesser option for you. So sometimes you like to see it, sometimes you don't. I know that that's the meme, but I think it too is a good way to test it for right now. I don't want to commit like I have in the past last format when I played it at 3 in both of my decks. I might play it at 3 in Dogmatic and Invoked just because it's a good option. However, I want to test it at 2 for right now. And I think that's pretty much all of it.
Cool. We'll get into a few matches, and then if anyone's interested in picking up these cards, you can go to TCGPlayer. I have an affiliate link down in the description if you want to help support the channel. We'll play a few matches, and then we'll come back to the deck list, see if there's anything that didn't come up, anything worth mentioning at that time. Let's go. I'm sort of hoping to play against some Virtual World.
Yeah.
And some Drytron just to see how we can handle some of the new meta. But
right.
I'm not sure we're prepared for that.
We might not be. The deck is definitely not at the same power level that it used to be. We have been in discussion about possibly putting Mirage Stelio back off of the list, or to 1 just to see how it would do. All right, here we go.
Yeah, I'm not against Mirage Stelio coming back. Okay, good. We only drew 1 triple tactical talents.
Yes. So we may be playing against Live Twin Eldritch here. So they are going to special summon out the other. Yep. They're playing a 14-card extra deck, which is very interesting.
Usually it just means they were making a switch up and forgot something. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt that they wouldn't just put in 14 on purpose.
Absolutely.
It's when they're playing like 7 on purpose it stands out.
Yeah.
Now, would it make sense to nib this? I mean, I think you could just summon this one.
Yeah, if you throw out nib here, they can quick effect special summon back the other one, unfortunately. So they're going to activate it. They're going to summon that one back.
He's going to draw one. Does it make sense to nib it? Or should we try and see if he makes like Abomination or something?
So sometimes if they have the extender, they can make the IP, but I don't know if he's going to make the link for it. I think if we just nib him here, yeah, let's throw the nib out.
Well, if we don't use it, we might not have a use for it anyway.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten to play against them too much. I believe we put it in... They have a high attack stat.
One's an 11, they're both 11s.
Okay. Is there a possibility we can put that in attack just to get the damage?
2,200. They're technically +1 on card advantage, but I mean, what else are we going to do with 2 nibs? If anything, this might make our opponent not think we have nib for later. Sometimes I like throwing out a hand trap so that it disguises that you have it, because you probably wouldn't use your only disruption, or you use it because you think you have to.
Absolutely. And drawing the second one is very nice for us here. Sometimes it can be a bad brick, but... Alright, so they're going to special summon a Kill or Leela out.
Yeah, it's a E-Telly for the archetype, but now they're locked into the archetype, so they might summon another 1,000 times.
Interesting. They're going to go into the second one.
Maybe pop the nib with the other effect, because I doubt they've used it yet. Maybe they did. Oh, good call.
Oh, Eldritch Live Twin. Shout out to the 5 players in the LCS that played this.
Well, good thing he can't summon Lord this turn. So this is sort of dead. You can add it back to hand. He probably thinks he can summon it, so there's a potential for our opponent to just rage quit because they forgot how their Yu-Gi-Oh cards function. What? Oh, is it from the extra deck? I guess it's from the extra deck.
Yes.
Okay, not a big deal.
So we're playing against a pop. I believe he can't be targeted, correct? It's not that he's unaffected.
He can't be destroyed by card effects. He can be targeted. So he can summon another Lord. Okay. Some set card. I don't know what that is. Oh, great. Good thing we played 2.
I think one of our only playlines here is ready to just normal summon the Jag, go into Balinks.
Yeah, we're kind of trying to force an activation of a monster effect during the main phase. Fortunately, there is one.
Yes.
We could just force the battle phase, unless we really want the Balinks. Well, that answers that.
Right, gonna pop the Jag.
So our options are interesting.
All right, throw down that TCT.
Are we drawing cards, or are we going to crash these 2 things into each other? That's another... Because we can take the blue one and run it into the pink one, and they'll die. but then we'll be up against a Lord with a set Sanguine. If we draw 2 cards, is there anything we can draw into that's productive? I feel like we're in a tough spot because we drew too many duplicates.
I'm trying to think of what the option would be here. I don't know if we can draw into too much.
But
We actually have the Storm-sided.
I feel like he'll just resummon these if we just pop them. Maybe we should draw.
I was also thinking about possibly stealing the Lord, but I don't know if that would be productive either.
No, we don't know way to get rid of it. That's why I was thinking these 2 things.
Mm-hmm.
At least they'd die, at least temporarily.
So if we go to steal the blue, it hasn't used its summon effect yet. Can they only have 1 on field at a time? I don't think there's a restriction on that, correct?
No, but they can't use the same effect twice. So if we take the blue one, they won't be able to use the blue one this turn.
Right. I think that might also be a move because then we have Nib. I don't think they can kill us next turn.
If we kill them, they might be forced into summoning 5 times is the other way of looking at it. Either way we're playing this. But they also have Sanguine, so they can summon another Lord, and then they might not need to summon 5 times.
Right. I just can't think of anything that we could really draw into at this current time. Because I think if we don't get those 2 off board, I don't know if we have a chance of surviving this.
Yoink.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if they're going to get greedy with the conch and summon it.
They don't have the conch. They sent it to grave off of Lord, and then they set the Sanguine.
Did they not set another conch to field?
They set a Sanguine because they put the conch in graveyard.
Oh yeah, that's correct. Sorry,
they sent the Sanguine at first and used its effect in their main phase to set the conch. Then they sent the conch
to summon the Golden Lord. Yeah.
I don't think that triggers anything. All right, so I guess we should probably set this just so that we're gonna die if we don't prep for later. Okay, we should automatically be dead because they could potentially be playing the train stuff.
Gustav or Liba.
Yeah.
I think if they summon Liba, I don't think they can attack us directly. I think that's the restriction on that.
They can only attack directly with Machine Xyz. So it's game if they have it, but they don't know it's game. And we don't set something, they have no reason to not just play through.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, I don't see a chance that they summon 5 times, but there is a chance we do live if they just don't play it in the extra deck.
Right.
And living is half the battle.
That it is.
Well, there's the other half, the battle.
Gustav Max?
They would have done it already. It's not really productive to do it now.
Okay.
Well, then they should have done that first and then went into Libe.
No, absolutely, yeah.
Oh, they summoned, and they even summoned Lord on the previous turn.
This is very interesting, to say the least.
Well, we've got 3 dead cards. I think our odds are pretty low in this particular game. I'm on top.
And we're definitely put on a clock because we have to get the Gustav Max off this upcoming turn or else we lose.
Yeah. We need the strongest card in the deck. Pot of Desires, let's go. That's not Pot of Desires. Well, there's no monster effect that's going to be activated, so I guess we can toss this.
Yep.
Because at least on his turn, there's a chance that the Nibiru can become live. I mean, it probably won't, but
Uh-oh.
All right. So, anything productive here?
So,
I think we're doomed.
I think we are too. I think maybe we just go for the debugger, the Gazelle, and see if it gets through. We could possibly just go for the debug, but I don't know if...
Yeah, I don't think it matters because we can summon back the pop. Whatever we summon. We summon,
yep, absolutely.
We search, we get popped, we're stuck out of hand.
Pop normal summon on Salad is their worst enemy, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't even necessary. That was rude. I'm gonna just scoop.
Unfortunate. You hate to see it, but
that's okay. Let's come up with a game plan.
Live Twin Eldritch. I haven't gotten any chance to play against this deck. Well, I didn't even know that it existed until the LCS, so...
Yeah, Cody round 1. I think these are not worth playing here.
Yeah, correct. Ice Dragon on one of the Link monsters in the graveyard is pretty powerful. If you hit it just right. Also, being able to, if they get into a game state where they get greedy with their lords and they have one in the grave, and they go to activate its effect to send it back to hand, and they have one on field, it's always nice to be able to just banish 2 and just turn off a lot of stuff, especially if they're only playing 2, which I believe a lot of compound variants are. So Ice Dragon is very, very good here.
I'm not sure negating their stuff is that effective.
Yeah, I would probably take the Imperms out. Is Ash productive?
Well, it can stop Lords from coming out of deck.
That it can. Yeah, I can hit the Sanguine. Lancia possibly to stop their recursion of the traps in grave, but I don't know how.
Turn though, we might need something quick play to just banish them so they don't resolve.
Yeah, I like that idea. Tossing the Cosmics. I was gonna say Pank would be funny, but if we're going first, there's no point to tossing that in. I don't think so.
Probably not. The only reason I like Pank is because if they do establish the twin duo, we can kind of force them to make the play early.
Yeah. How do you feel about TTT? Because I feel like it's good against the live twins, but it doesn't do anything against Eldritch.
Well, he actually did activate some cards in the main phase. The first thing we did right after we tossed the triple tactical talent, so not sure.
Yeah.
They left. They didn't like us siding.
Oh.
That's okay. I guess we won't find out how that side deck match goes. That's alright. We'll
my
get into another game.
At a Frisco Regional, my opponent takes game 1, and then they pick up their stuff and leave on siding. I guess I win the match.
It's happened before at regionals, usually when people are already like X2 and aren't in the mood to have to win out so much. They already have to win out, and then they already have to win out after a single game.
Yeah. All right. That's ought to be fun. Go ahead and activate the Signet Mining.
What am I pitching?
Toss a Foxy.
Foxy? Well, we can get extremely punished by that, but I guess we have a couple of shots to draw if they do stop this.
Yeah, because then they're forced into the Ash, and then we have the TTT. Doesn't look like they have it, or they might be on Ignore Chain if possible. I want to say possibly go for the Debug, but the Gazelle might also be the option. I want to say Gazelle is the option here, or the Ibly, since we don't know what we're up against, but that's also a double-edged sword. So...
Well, I mean... I don't know. You gotta just make a choice. I'm
I
fine
say,
going with
let's
Debug.
go...
Give people
I kind of want to say Gazelle, but Debug isn't a bad choice either.
Well, we don't have a salad card to discard at the moment, so I wouldn't want to commit to that for bringing back Foxy, maybe. I guess.
Yeah, that's actually a very good point. That was an oversight on my behalf. Yeah, let's go for the Debug.
I guess we wouldn't really know unless we upstart, but it's actually better to thin the deck before you upstart.
Right. Go ahead and summon the Debug.
Thinning the deck. I would like to search a good card, please. I'll take that.
Yep. And then go into the Balinks.
And now we get to not draw the Gazelle and not draw the field spell. Upstart, I guess?
Yep.
Alright. And all right,
Very
what do we do now?
Interesting stuff. So what we can do, we can either just set the 2 Imperms and bluff, or we can set up the Sunlight Wolf, but I don't know if there's really any means to that. So we can use Sanctuary, and then we can go into another Balinks. Oh, that's cool. He said good luck, have fun. So, but we don't have the salad card to...
Yeah, maybe we should just set the Imperms and like...
Yeah.
We can just play it safe.
Yeah. Because while we can send the other Bailings to protect the one Bailings, normally it doesn't matter. I mean, it'll save us a little bit of damage.
Oh, look, a Kaiju. I always wanted one of those.
I guess it...
I don't think we want to trigger that now.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. Yeah, this is fun. I would probably hit that with an Imperm. Because they can always They can bounce that back, and then they can also search out another fairy tale for follow-up.
Yeah, also, we don't play one of these. Now
Right,
we're
that
guaranteed
is
to get
quick.
Kaiju'd again,
Yeah.
but I don't think there's much we can do about that. Oh no,
Right.
that really sucked. Oh wow. Because it resolved backwards, the Imperm hadn't resolved yet, so it got the Fairy Tale. It got all the cards in this Juice.
Luckily, he did already
deck.
normal summon, so he's just going to beat in for the Kaiju.
We could also just draw the OTK. We just need like any extender, right?
Yes.
Oh, we have Foxy, so technically any salad card should work.
Another thing is that we can also... Oh, that's really good, actually. Go ahead and toss on that Gazelle.
Go, go, Gazelle.
All right, activate effect. You're going to toss... You're going to toss Jag into Grave. Not Jag, my bad.
Right.
Oh, well, it's fine. It's fine, we're good. Because we can hold the Parallel Exceed now. Something that Gavin's been teaching me. So go into Balinks. And we're going to hope that he doesn't have the nib.
Do we use the parallel or wait?
Nope. You're gonna wait for the. You're gonna wait for that. So now you're gonna summon Jag. Yep. Send Balinks back. You're gonna make him into a Balinks. Not that we'll need it, but it's always nice to just do that. All right, go ahead and make that Sunlight Wolf. All right, now throw down that Parallel Exceed.
What's the logic on the saving it for later type of play? Oh, so we get the that back?
Yes.
Okay, so I guess we can chain block the Parallel Exceed. That's pretty cool.
Yes, we can.
I would like my Gazelle, please.
Yep. Just in case we end up getting nibbed, we have a follow-up, and then if they do nib us, we have the TTT as well.
Okay.
All right, so you're going to go ahead and make an update jammer now. All right, and then you're going to go ahead and make that transcode. All right. You don't have to activate it here. I do out of impulse, but it's not necessary. Update jammer. There you go.
Seems like they have
Does
a response.
he have?
Well, we have to play into it at this point.
Yep. All right, go ahead and activate the effective update jammer.
So we're chain blocking it with
And
the
then
access
chain
code
block,
because they
yep.
can't respond to that.
Absolutely. All right, and then you can get rid of the update jammer first, or one of the Balinks, says either or. Very interesting that he might just have always chain on. It seems like.
Oh, should I have done something else?
Yeah.
What else was there?
No, I mean you're good. You're good.
So that is the.
I was thinking about Nib, and I was pretty sure it says in main phase.
Yeah, so you want to try and get into the battle phase and get them to agree to go there.
Yep. All right. Good game. Good game.
All right.
So it seems like they're going second.
I don't know if these are live. It didn't look like he was going to summon too many times.
Yeah. No. Go ahead and drop those out. Ash and Imperm are really good against him because he's playing the Fairy Tale engine. He's playing a lot of Kaijus. I wanted to say Ibli was going to be good against him. However, I think the Fairy Tale Luna can target any card on the field if I'm correct, or any monster. So I think they can just send the. It's only ours?
Yeah, so if we give it to him, he'll be stuck with it. But, I mean, he probably plays Link monsters. So, I mean, it's only really good against decks that don't play any Links.
Right, yeah, and we won't know until he summons, but if he summons a Nightmare Phoenix, it's never fun. So I feel like Ibli could be half and half right now. I'm trying to think if
we can kill one Luna.
Yeah, definitely. Go and toss those in.
Usually those decks are stun decks. So
right.
These might be useful.
Yeah, if we can find a way to fit the... I'm kind of upset that we didn't see any back row, because I feel like he could be playing back row.
Well, I did How to Orcas yesterday. We played like 3 stun decks in a row, so we didn't use the video.
Gotcha.
And it was all like Fairy Tale stuff and a bunch of fossil dynas and stuff. So I am afraid of not having them in if I put them on some sort of a stunish deck. I mean,
No,
I don't know,
that's
we've
very
got
fair.
kaijus, it's a little different. Maybe we should just find out.
Yeah. If we lose game 2, we lose game 2. We're kind of in the unknown right now. All we know is he's playing Fairy Tail and Kaijus. We were able to get the access code. He didn't have the response. He didn't have the nib. He didn't have Ash or Imperm for us. So, yeah, I feel like this could be good to go. I don't think he's going to be going first. I would hope not.
Oh yeah, I forgot to consider that we weren't choosing.
Yeah, but...
Hey, we're going first.
All right. Go ahead and toss down that Jag.
Oh look, this foul is going to come in handy.
That it is. Go ahead and go into that Bailing, search out the field spell.
We don't need it yet.
Correct. We do not need it yet.
Draw a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Yeah, go ahead and toss on the upstart. I was just thinking about that. Oh, very, very good.
I definitely want to hold that, because we're probably just going to get Kaiju murdered again.
Right, yeah, and if we go into Baguska, for sure.
Well, we can Baguska and still have Parallaxy, but we wouldn't have a follow-up, so...
We might be able to... I was going to say, we could just sit on the Sunlight Wolf and hold the will, because I don't think he's going to have OTK for us.
Could we potentially resolve the will's second effect? And then the one to summon 2 based on the link rating? Am I correct on that? Because if we go into Balinks again, summon the foul, then bring back the Jag, we can... no, there's nothing to link into at this point. Alright, do we bother with the Baguska or Dweller, or do we just pass here?
I think we really just pass here, because I don't think he can kill. He's probably guaranteed to have a Kaiju. He's playing just a pure Kaiju engine. I don't know if he has OTK. We do have an Ash Blossom, which is always nice. If we can stop him in any way, shape, or form. Ruh-roh, indeed. We might have to stop that, depending.
Ain't much we can do about that, other than preventing the search of a particular Kaiju. We could also be playing just the Kaiju match, where we have to learn how to play Kaijus. So we're playing we're doing how to play Kaijus today.
So he's gonna special summon a fusion. Wonder if he's making Hulk.
I wouldn't expect it. I'm expecting this to be Thousand Eyes Restrict, just to put cards in grave.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
It could also be the Millennium Eyes Restrict, prevent us from ashing something. But in a minute, he'll have the unstoppable best card in Yu-Gi-Oh, Gamma Seal.
Very interesting. Making... Oh, okay.
So now we have to stop this, I think.
Yes, absolutely.
Because there's a chance we die if he searches Gamma Seal.
Right. Luckily, at least he can... I don't think he has anything to switch control. Okay. So...
Oh, man. That might be perfect.
That may very well indeed be perfect. Yeah, go ahead and throw down the Yibli, man. Go into that Balinks. There we go, effective Ibly.
And the Parallel Exceed.
Well,
we can only do one of these.
Let's go ahead and do the foul for right now, because we can do the Parallel Exceed when we have the Sunlight Wolf, luckily.
Let's put this in attack mode. Can we put it in attack, or it has to go in defense?
I think it summons in defense via its card text, yes.
Oh, okay, whatever.
But it's fine, because we'll get to access code, and then it honestly won't even matter.
Well, if we're access code with another monster, we can go into the battle phase so we can't get nibbed, and we can punch it with the foul, and then attack directly with the access code?
Yes, absolutely.
So let's try and keep the monster on board. So maybe we can field spell, or we can jag.
What do we have in grave? We have the Balings in grave.
Well, we have the field spell. We can still play it and just do another one.
Yeah, we also have will for follow up if we get nibbed, but we're going to try to not get nibbed here. So let's go ahead and let's go into that Sunlight Wolf.
With these two, I want to try and keep this on board.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Then okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I was trying to see if there's another way that we could put another body on board besides just the foul, but I don't think it's necessary. Yep. Toss down the field spell.
I get really annoyed by the questions of the sanctuary. Confuses me all the time.
Perfect. And then this is just OTK.
Well, if we get ashed, we can just do the OTK anyway.
Mm-hmm. All right. Second verse, same as the first.
What do we lose to? Is there anything we lose to besides like a Velor?
I don't think so. I don't think there's anything that we really lose to here. Because even if he does stop us and he has Kaijus for next turn, I don't know if he'll have the OTK threshold and we still have will for follow-up if he doesn't out-resource us. $18.53. Yeah, that is game actually. I didn't even think about it like that.
Just don't want him to even get a turn.
Yep, absolutely.
You can't lose the game if you've already won the game.
Correct.
I know, let's make access code 0.
I thought about it one time in a match where I was able to flex with it, but I didn't out of respect. It was really funny to be able to do it, though.
I've turned it into Link Cross before.
Wow, that is a flex.
I've also used itself for the for its own effect quite a few times just to clear my extra monster zone. All right, let's go into our next match. I think we have time for at least another game.
Now that you said Danger Zone, it's going to be Grenmaji Watch.
Man, it'd be nice to play against some meta in this competitive server.
Right.
Let's not tell the audience we're on casual.
So,
we're on competitive. Well, are we on competitive? Wow, whoa, we were. My bad. That explains a lot.
I mean, we did still play against Live Twin Eldritch, which I don't know if I would call meta, but did see 5 competitors in the LCS. So
yeah, I was on casual because I was watching like somebody's game, and I didn't quite catch that they were in the casual server, so I was still on it. All right, look, we opened a bunch of starters. All the starters.
Very, very interesting.
What do?
So we have a couple of options here. I want to say that we can normal summon the Jag, go into Balings and search the field spell. And then we could probably throw down the Parallel Exceed and go into Baguska and set the Imperm. That might be an option.
I approve of all of those things.
All right.
And what's the worst thing that happens? They negate the Balings? Oh, wait. Well, we have the Parallel Exceed, right? So.
Yeah. The worst thing that can happen is that they can kaiju the Baguska, and we play against the same guy in the competitive server.
I don't believe this is the same person. I didn't pay attention to their name. Usually I do. I like to comment on their name, just so that it helps me remember if I played them before, if they did something kind of messed up.
Yeah.
In terms of bad manners and stuff. Like, scooping after game 1 and leaving.
Oh, yeah. But you never know, man. These kaiju players nowadays, they run wild.
Babuska. Master Rule 5. This is the big change.
All right, let's go ahead and set that Imperm. Then I think we just go from there.
Okay. But once Master Rule 5 came around, I asked my fellow Salad players, the fellow Salad players from my locals, what the big deal was for Master Rule 5.
This is not fun.
And yeah, they said the biggest deal is that you didn't have to block your link zone with your Baguska.
Yeah. I was hoping to possibly play against something like Dragon Link or Infernoble here, but wow. Mind scrolling over Dragun for me real quick? Uh-oh. That's not fun. I'm gonna pop the back row.
Well, can't do anything with his Dogmatica cards currently.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little late.
Wow. That would have been nice to have last turn.
Alright, so we lose if we get negated here, so I think we have to go at Falco.
Yes.
I don't know how far that would go, but I don't think anything else makes sense.
Can we possibly toss down the field spell and see if he negates that? I know that's a very, very high shot in the dark, but that's okay, yeah, he's gonna let it go through. Only makes sense.
But it doesn't mean it was the wrong play. That was fine.
Yeah. There was a Dryshon player. It's not that they were bad at all. I just drew the TTT in the match. It was Top Cut. I think it was my first round in Top Cut in Eminon's tournament. And they ended on Dragun Vanity's Ruler and Vert. And I ended up tossing down TTT because they negated the Desires outright with 6 cards in hand. And I just tossed down the TTT, pop 2, swung in, and it was clean. Uh-oh. That's not good.
Well, then.
They had the Nadir Servant, the Prologue, and the Red Eyes. I think we just scooped that up.
Yeah.
That's nuts, man. That's nuts.
Well, that is what that deck is supposed to do, so...
Yeah.
I guess we can't really complain.
We have an ongoing joke about it in Rogue Tier because any Buster player
to defense.
Oh.
Just joking. Alright, well, ain't nothing to do here. I guess we will just proceed to game 2.
Yeah.
Alrighty. What do we do against a deck like that? I guess we can get them with the Ice Dragon, right? We can get the Buster Blader from the grave and go for the fusion.
We can do that. We can also grab the Dark Magician from grave and banish the Dragon if they don't time it right.
I don't think he's summoning 5 times. Starting to look like Nib's a weak card. We've had to take it out every match.
Yeah, unfortunately here it's not very good.
This is always good against Dragoon.
Right.
Alright.
Droplets is also kind of good here.
Maybe it'd be better than the Imperm.
Yeah. Take the Imperm out, throw in the Droplets. Speaking of, during the LCS, in the Top Cut, Top 16, there were no players playing Imperm. And there was only one person signing Droplet. Was definitely different, to say the least.
Yeah, I think most people decided they didn't want to play Virtual World, and then they all wanted to just play trap cards, so none of those things made any sense.
Yeah.
Alright, go like this, or...
Yep.
We could potentially get the trap cards in the graveyard.
Actually, yeah, that's a very good call. Let's toss in the Cosmics. Now, what to take out for them, though? One of the Rages, possibly. And we could also take out a Will. It's not the best move, but it's one of the more sideable cards.
Alright, so let's see what we can do. We would like to go first, please.
Yep.
Oh, look, starters.
Well, this is a pretty good hand. We can go ahead and go into that debug. Yep. Alright, add that Gazelle. Balinks for the field spell.
Do we bother?
So last game we did this, they had the Imperm for it.
Well, I think they top decked it because they didn't stop any of the other plays.
Right, which is always possible. It's just more so like, I don't know if they had it, but also we can use this as fodder for, we can make Sunlight Wolf and we can dump either the Roar or the Rage. So that might be good for extension of cutting their back row. So go ahead and drop that down.
Also good to do this before we draw it off of Upstart.
Absolutely. Always good sequencing. All right, let's go ahead and look at our extra deck real quick. because I think Sunlight Wolf and Heat Leo both have restrictions to fire specifically, so I think we might have to go into
Another
have to
Balings?
go into another Balings. Yes. And then we can go into our Sunlight Wolf. All right. Oh man.
We can send the Falco, bounce the Gazelle, and go into Baguska again.
We could. We could also send one of the traps and relink as well. But I think I'd like having the Gazelle for follow up. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's have the Gazelle for follow up.
We can also what's in grave right now to add back? Nothing. There's nothing to add back currently.
That was the issue that I was having when I was thinking over the play.
Yeah. I don't know. It seems like this deck is having a lot of trouble putting cards in graveyard.
Yeah. I really do miss the Eternity format salad. Alright, go and dump the Falco. Let's bounce the Gazelle back.
Yeah, I'm thinking we could also add it back by sending... well, we need to link it off. We can relink and then add it back by using, like, Jag.
Right.
That might help us conserve a little better and get Jag in play. Well, yeah,
We
we can
could
send
try
Jag, link these into another Sunlight Wolf, and then shuffle back
Right.
one Sunlight. Yeah.
Right, and then we have another resource to extend later. Yeah, that's a good call.
And we get into the Baguska.
Absolutely. All right, and we can say the field spell. Yes.
Oh, yeah, we
Let's
never
go ahead and hit that upstart.
Come
Yep.
on, trap card.
Please ash me.
Alright. That could have been helpful, though.
All right, so we can set that. We can set the droplet, so now we have a monster to send.
We have a trap.
Alright, then I think
yeah, we have no trap to send, but we have plenty of things.
Yeah.
Alright. Best of luck to you, Justice.
So, what I was saying earlier, we have an ongoing joke with Buster Blader because anytime that Gavin goes up against them, they draw the absolute nuts every time. They have the Dogmatica package, the Prologue, the Red Eyes Fusion, the Ecclesia. Like, it's always a very fun time. That's no bueno. But they're locked out of the extra deck now. Huh.
They might not understand how Plan B
Yeah,
works.
they must have thought it was negation and not non-activation.
Hey,
Oh,
they
okay.
won. Plan B
So
for the save.
they're probably gonna go for.
They ran away. All right, well, we'll
Okay.
end it here because I don't know if how long another match will go. Let's head back to the deck list.
Yeah.
All right, so hopefully everyone learned a little bit about sequencing and like planning out what you need to try and set up or do during a particular game. You'll notice every match seems to have its own requirements for where you land. We didn't draw into any trap cards, so that's only been the big issue I've been seeing so far. We never were able to really establish the engine on board. Recyclable trap cards. Anything that didn't come up that's worth mentioning?
Besides being able to recur the trap cards, and I think with that it is more so just the way that the deck has evolved. We actually tried another variant before that had 3 Demise of the Land and Mystic Mine in it. We've been trying to give it more of a touch, but I think sometimes you just have to throw Baguska on board, and sometimes you just have to wait to have the access code window. So it's one of the only things that really didn't come up. We got to use the Parallel Exceeds as expected. We got to use the Ibly to be able to stop our opponent from nibbing us or gammaing us or imperming us. We got to use the TTT in some instances, which was nice. We really got to see an all-around variety of how the deck functions. And in my honest opinion, whether you're a new player or an experienced player, this is always a good deck to just to test with and to pick up and use from time to time. So, yeah.
All right, cool. All right, everybody. Make sure you consider checking out Rogue Tier Boys. You'll see their Discord server in the description. Hit the subscribe button if you want to continue to see more how to plays in the future. And I'll see you next time. All right.
All right.
Cool. That wasn't too long.